So what we're going to do now is jump into the Fiverr level system before we get into the detail of how to create the gig, how to write the gig description, the title, what to put in the images, and actually going on to the creating your first gig. So the Fiverr level system is something that they've implemented, and when you first sign up to the platform, you actually start off as a seller. Now let's jump in here and I'll show you how the level system actually works and how it behaves in the Fiverr system. So when you first create an account on Fiverr, you'll start just as a standard seller. So there's no particular level to this one. This is the bottom kind of foundation level that everyone becomes when they first join the website. So the first role you'll start as is seller. Now, as a seller, you can have 7 active gigs. You can have 2 gig extras, which is really important, and we'll actually touch on the importance of upselling in your gig later on and how to create those extras. You can also send custom offers, which is a great feature as well. You'll often find that sometimes people will message you with kind of weird and wonderful requests, and your normal gig might not quite fit the bill on that one. The joys of actually sending custom offers is that if someone messages you, you can send them something for $10, $20, $30, $50 maybe, depending on exactly what they're asking for, especially if it needs more time, more care and attention, or something that isn't quite covered within the standard gig price itself. We then move on to level 1 selling. So there are a few different requirements that you need to make to hit every single level, particularly for this one. They look back at the past 60 days of performance, and if you meet the particular standards that they set, and you'll be able to see this on your profile, you'll then hit a level 1 seller. So you need to have completed at least 60 days as an active seller on Fiverr. You don't need to be selling gigs every single day, you just need to be, as a seller, active for 60 days. That's not hard to complete on that one. You must have completed at least 10 individual orders, and that's your all-time sales. So there's no time scale on this. You must have earned at least $400 within the gigs that you've sold. You must have also maintained a 4.7 star rating over the course of 60 days. Now this means that when a buyer buys a gig from you, make sure you provide an excellent service and that you're getting a 5-star review. If you fall below 4.7 as an average, it's unlikely that you'll be promoted to the next level until your 60-day rolling average increases above 4.7 stars. You must also have, there are certain metrics that Fiverr measure on sellers. So that is the response rate, the order completion, and also the on-time delivery. So you need to make sure that these are all above 90%. And lastly, you also need to avoid receiving any warnings. So don't steal any content. Make sure that you're not stealing, for example, someone's other gig, because you can be struck off for stealing other people's gig descriptions, for example. So just make sure you follow the terms of service on the website and you don't break any rules there. The benefits of being a level 1 seller: you'll have 10 active gigs, so that is 3 more. So once you've proven your initial status on Fiverr and you've gone from a seller to a level 1 seller, you'll now hit the level 2 seller. Now this one is quite hard to get to. It's going to take a little bit of time to get there, so don't rush it and don't be disheartened if you're waiting ages to get the sales and to kind of hit those milestones. You're going to be in a really good position making a decent amount of income on Fiverr. So let's have a look at what it takes to become a level 2 seller on Fiverr. You need to have completed at least 120 days as an active seller. You need to have also completed 50 orders on the website, and that's all time, so it doesn't have to be within the 60-day period. That's just the all-time sales that you would have made on your account. You must have earned at least $2,000 through the platform. You also must maintain the usual 4.7 star rating. Fiverr are huge on their customer service, so they're really, really big on this one. And also making sure you maintain a 90% response rate over the course of 60 days, 90% order completion over the course of 60 days, and 90% on-time delivery. You also, again, need to make sure you avoid having any breaches or kind of strikes against your account by breaking the rules on Fiverr. So just make sure you're aware of the terms and conditions when you sign up to the website. Some of the benefits of having a level 2 seller account is that you get more active gigs, so you can have up to 20. I personally only have 4 or 5 active. I haven't really seen the need to have all 20 at the moment. But if whatever you sell needs 20 active gigs, then by all means that's available for you to use. You can also have up to 5 gig extras on each individual gig as well, which is even more useful for upselling and adding to your average ticket or average sale price per gig. You can also send custom offers up to $10,000. Now this is really, really unique bespoke work, and I have never had anyone on Fiverr ask for something more than $300 as a custom offer. So don't get too excited at a $10,000 custom offer. But if you have a service that is expensive and needs that amount, then it's there for you to do. You also get priority customer support. Now, I am currently a level 2 seller, have been a top rated seller in the past. I definitely have not seen priority customer support. It usually takes more than a day or two for them to get back to me if there's something wrong. So I'm not sure about that one. Now, this is the really interesting part. You can also be eligible to be featured at promotional listings. So this could be on the homepage or part of email campaigns, which is really, really good for exposure and also boosting your sales as well. Now, we finally get on to the last level. So you've got a seller, a level 1 seller, level 2 seller, and then a top rated seller. Now, I used to be a top rated seller back in 2012, and this is before they actually introduced the whole level system. You was either just a normal seller or a top rated seller. And then I took a break from Fiverr for a good 6 years, hence why I'm now level 2. There are now new requirements to become a top rated seller, so let's have a look at what it takes to become and to hit this level. They describe it as an elite group of sellers that enjoy a growing number of exclusive benefits. So you need to have completed at least 180 active days on Fiverr. You need to have completed 100 orders, earned at least $20,000. Now, this is the one thing that's currently stopping me from becoming a top rated seller because I'm currently at $10,000. And then all the usual, maintaining a 4.7 star rating, 90% response rate, order completion and on-time delivery, making sure again that you don't have any strikes on your account. Some of the benefits of being a top rated seller include 30 active gigs. I personally don't see the reason to have that many active gigs, but it's there if you have that many services to offer. You can add 6 gig extras or upsells onto each individual gig. Your custom offers stay the same at $10,000. Again, I can't really see why you'd need to offer anything over $10,000. And again, what's the same here is that you also get eligibility to be featured in promotional listings, in emails, in any marketing campaigns that Fiverr do as well. So that's the Fiverr level system. And as you start to climb through the ranks, it's definitely a kind of social status thing on Fiverr as well. If you are looking through as a buyer and you notice that someone is a top rated seller, you are statistically more likely to buy from that person. So it definitely helps in terms of getting more sales. And there is a snowball effect as well. You're definitely going to see slower sales starting off on Fiverr as a standard seller versus if you're a top rated seller at the top of the rankings with a really high listed gig, you're definitely more likely to make those sales. So just work your way through those different levels.